Hello, welcome to the Contenders. I'm your host, Pegman Young. It seems just a short while ago we were thinking about beginning the year 2004, and already we've come to our last day of the year. We hope you use this day for a time for reflection. Let's welcome today's contenders onto our stage. Welcome, we have the half and half team, Joseph Kim and Burke Jocelyn. So why half and half?
Well, because half Korean plus half American equals 100% game show champion.
And you left out the L because we couldn't fit it onto our little placard, yes?
Oh, right, yeah, we only had 8 letters.
All right, welcome and good luck to you, half and half.
Thanks.
Going against half and half, we have the Sobeys team, Gary Naves and William Branscombe. Welcome and tell us a bit about yourselves.
I work at Schoolhouse ELA in Socho, and Bill works in Apajung. We picked the name Sobeys because we went to school together in Halifax, Canada, and we worked at a grocery store named Sobeys. So anybody in the Maritimes will recognize the name, that's for sure.
All right, well, welcome Sobeys. Good luck to you. Half and half, let's begin our game. And now we'll begin with multiple choice questions. Half and half, you get to choose first. Q, U, I, or Z?
Z.
Going with questions at Z number 1. Of the following, which is the molecular formula for water? 1, HO2, 2, H2O, 3, O3, 4, WA.
2.
Yes. Going to question number 2. Of the following, which one produces the substance we know as royal jelly? 1, magnolia trees. 2, salmon. 3, honeybees. 4, dandelion flowers.
3.
Yes, honeybees make royal jelly. We go to question 3. Of the following, which V in the list of acronyms has a different meaning? 1, VCR. 2, DVD. 3, VOD. 4, SUV.
4, SUV.
The others mean video, the last one means vehicle. We go to question 4. Of the following actors, who has not won an Academy Award? 1, Anthony Hopkins. 2, Tom Hanks. 3, Denzel Washington. 4, Steven Seagal.
Number 4, Steven Seagal.
Are you a Seagal fan?
No.
We go to question 5. We could tell. Of the following, which country is not in the same group with Korea in the final Asian qualifiers list for the 2006 World Cup in Germany? 1, Saudi Arabia. 2, Uzbekistan. 3, Japan. 4, Kuwait.
Can we use the chance?
Surely, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And half and half, we need your final decision.
Japan.
Good choice. Moving on to question number 6. Last month, this country became the first country to ratify the EU's new constitution with a parliamentary vote. What is this country? 1, Bulgaria. 2, Lithuania. 3, Turkey. 4, Slovakia. We need your answer, please.
4, Slovakia.
Actually, it was Lithuania. And half and half, you have 50 points on the board. And Sobeys, which question set would you like to have?
I.
Going with question set I, number 1. Of the following, which is not a color of a traffic signal? 1, red. 2, green. 3, amber. 4, purple.
4. Purple.
Going to question 2. Of the following, which organization is of a different kind from the others? 1, IRA. 2, ETA. 3 PLO, 4 IMF.
4 IMF.
IMF is the International Monetary Fund. We go to question 3. Of the following, which is not a goal-scoring sport? 1. Hockey. 2. Handball. 3. Baseball. 4. Basketball.
3 baseball.
We go to question 4. Of the following, the name of which fruit is the same as that of a bird? 1. Gooseberry. 2. Kiwi. 3. Hazel. 4. Currant.
2 kiwi.
Yes. The gooseberry, by the way, is a spiny fruit bush. And Sobies, if you get the next question, you will tie with your opponents. We go to question number 5. Of the following, what is the substance produced by the human body when feeling angry or frightened? 1. Melanin. 2. Keratin. 3. Adrenaline. 4. Fibrinogen.
Use our chance.
Using chance, we'll take away 2 of the incorrect choices. And now we need your answer. Sobies?
Try that.
Let's try number 3, adrenaline.
Good choice. Fibrinogen is the protein that helps your blood clot, among other things. You've tied the score now at 50 points, and if you get the next one, you will move ahead. We go to question 6. What is the Latin word for Earth? 1. Flora. 2. Basium. 3. Echo. 4. Terra.
4 Terra.
Question number 7. Of the following, what is the smallest country in Central America in terms of area? 1. El Salvador. 2. Costa Rica. 3. Panama. 4. Belize.
Number 4, Belize.
Actually, it is El Salvador, which is the smallest in area. Sobies, you are in the lead, though, as we end this section with 60 points on the board. And now we've come to our password section. We'll give you 100 seconds to go through a list of 20 words in a pre-chosen category. Half and half, it is your turn first. And your password category was journalism.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
All right. Something you read every morning.
Newspaper.
These are popular on cell phones in Korea. They're add-ons, attachments. Everyone has them. Click.
Dika, digital camera.
Just one word.
Camera phone.
Just without the phone.
Camera.
Yes. Number 1 prize. Best
Pulitzer.
prize. Yeah. This is a person, starts with J. Last name means fast. Pass. Oh, okay. The British on Fleet Street. What's on Fleet Street?
BBC. Reuters.
Yeah. Person who does interviews.
Journalist.
Another word starts with R.
Reporter.
Yeah. The business magazine in New York, or newspaper.
Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. The people who follow actors, annoying them, taking
Paparazzi.
pictures. Yeah. Starts with C. This is a news television station.
CNN.
Yeah. Your job.
Editor.
Yeah. Journalism, but a type of journalism, a color.
Yellow.
Yeah. Chinese anchor.
Chinese anchor.
Yeah, woman.
Connie Chung.
Yeah.
Yes, he was a journalist, but he became a writer. Jonathan Swift was the one you passed on. You have 160 points at the end of this section. And now, Sobies, it is your turn. Your category is action films. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
Sylvester Stallone.
Rocky.
War movie. Vietnam War. There was 4 sequels.
Oh, Rambo.
Good. French, Belgium actor, action.
Don Claude Van Damme.
When they get people to do the pass. Die Hard.
Bruce Willis.
Pass. Kind of like a cable cord that helps people pass. Mel Gibson. William
Lethal
Wallace.
Weapon.
William Wallace.
Braveheart.
Governor of California.
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Chinese director.
John Woo.
James Bond.
Pierce Brosnan, Sean Connery.
The number.
007.
Angelina Jolie.
Tomb Raider.
What's the rest of that? What's her name in the movie?
Tomb Raider, I don't know.
Laura Croft. Or pass. Keanu Reeves.
Matrix. Speed.
Ancient Chinese martial art guy.
Oh,
First name starts with a B.
I don't know.
Pass. Martin Lawrence and Will Smith.
Bad Boys.
He was in a Korean action movie not long ago.
Steven Seagal.
One of Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie, he was a babysitter, I believe. I don't know.
Kindergarten Cop.
No, pass. Korean guy.
I'm not sure that he was a babysitter. He was a cartoon character come to life.
Okay.
In the last action hero. Lara Croft, as you mentioned in the hint. And Bruce Lee was the martial artist. Sobeys and half, you are tied at 160 points. And now for our third section, let's welcome Mr. David Huang.
Hey, Eun-young, how are you?
All right, how are you?
Can't complain. Fellas, looks like you guys are doing real good. It's a tight game, to say the least. You guys are tied at 160, so without further ado, I'm just going to say let's get on with the game, and I'm going to introduce the rules to the next section. Is that okay? All right, this next section is a round of non-multiple choice questions. The first team to buzz in will get the first chance to answer. Now, if that team gets that question wrong, that chance will be given over to the other team. If neither of you guys can figure it out, we're going to help you out with the help of a spelling hint that comes up on your screen. There's 15 questions in all, 30 points per question, 5 seconds to answer each one. All right? All right.
Question number 1, please.
All right, question number 1 is about politics. Thailand, during this recent meeting with Japan, requested to open its market so that Thai people can set up their traditional massage businesses in Japan. This is an international trade agreement that is not subject to protective regulations or tariffs intended to restrict foreign imports.
What is GATT? General Agreement Against Terrorist and Trade?
Sobeys, it's your chance to answer. 5 seconds. Sobeys?
Free trade.
Let's take a look at the hint. Half and half.
Free Trade Agreement.
Yes. Or an FTA. Half and half, you're moving ahead. Let's have question 2.
All right, question number 2 is about dishes. In order to commemorate the finale of the International Year of Rice, the UN recently collected and published 300 different ways to prepare a dish using rice. Among the list was this, which is one of the most popular dishes in Korea. It is...
Sobeys.
Kimchi?
Half and half, your chance to answer, he'll finish the question.
It is a highly nutritious dish that incorporates a variety of different vegetables as well as beef.
Half and half.
Bibimbap.
Yes. Cheongju City's recipe for this is especially famous. And is it one of your favorite Korean foods?
I love bibimbap.
Really? What's your other favorite food?
Galbi.
Can't lose with either one, but bibimbap is definitely a staple for me as well. When in doubt, order bibimbap.
Yeah, it's very healthy for you because
That's
there's
right.
a lot of vegetables in it.
That's right.
We go to question 3.
All right, question number 3 is about terms. This term originally meant a small villa, summer house, or pavilion built for pleasure, usually on the grounds of a larger Italian villa or palazzo. During the 19th century, the term came to include other more public buildings where pleasurable activities is...
Sobies.
Casinos?
Yes, especially gambling took place. And Sobies, you're catching up 190 versus half and half's lead of 220 points. We go to question 4.
All right, question number 4 is about sports. This golfer has been named PGA...
Sobies.
Vijay Singh.
Yes. And he became the first player to win over $10 million in a year. This Fijian golfer did very well for himself. Are you a golfer?
Yeah.
Fan, more than a golfer itself.
So you like watching the game?
Yeah.
You don't find it slow?
No, I enjoy it.
Are you a single?
I golfed, but I'm not very good. But I like to watch it.
Well, very few of us are anywhere near Vijay Singh, right?
Oh my goodness. The guy has a butter swing. So smooth and so sweet.
And
I
relaxed.
really like, I really love Vijay's game. But anyways, I'm a big fan and not a player. Actually, I can't say that. I stink so bad. Anyways, though, okay, can we move on now?
All right, going to question 5.
All right, question number 5 is about rivers. A recent discovery of salmon living in this river after 100 years came as a great surprise to many ecologists. According...
Half and
The
half.
Thames.
Sobies, it's your chance to answer. He'll finish the question.
According to a foreign news source, a salmon weighing 1.84 kilograms with a length of 62 centimeters was caught in this river. Experts say that the appearance of salmon is an indication that the river is recovering from the pollution of the past. After the Loire, it is one of the longest rivers of France. What is this river?
Sobies, 5 seconds. Sobies.
I don't know.
Freedies?
It's open to both teams now. We're looking for the name of this river. Half and half.
Is it the Seine?
Yes, it is the Seine. We go to question 6.
Neck and neck. Question number 6 is about music. On the 8th of December, this musician dominated the Billboard Magazine Music Awards in Las Vegas, taking 11...
Sobies. Yes, he dropped from the ceiling on a chord for his performance of Bad Girl, and he is the R&B singer. You've tied Sobies and half at 250 points. Let's see what happens with question number 7.
All right, question number 7 is about health. Scientists found that people with the highest level of this in their bones were most likely to develop a cataract. Cataracts, the leading cause of blindness worldwide, are a condition of clouding of the lens, the clear tissue which focuses light onto the retina. It is a chemical element in the periodic table that has the symbol Pb. What is this soft, heavy, toxic?
Half and half.
Lead.
Yes. Toxic and malleable metal. So not only does it cause brain damage in children, it also causes many more problems. Half and half, you've got the lead now. We'll see what happens with question number 8.
All right, question number 8 is about art. Early this month, a modest work by this painter that sat wrapped up in storage in an eccentric art collector's house sold in Toronto for about $280,000. The painting, Nude, depicts a voluptuous woman viewed from behind, seated at her bath. He is a French painter whose early works were typically impressionist snapshots of real life, full of sparkling color and light. Who is this painter?
Half and half.
Matisse?
Sobies, 5 seconds. Now let's take a look at the hint. This is one of our famous impressionist painters, Soft Touch. Half and half.
Renoir.
Yes. You're increasing your lead half and half, and are you a fan of Renoir's paintings?
Yeah.
Don't you find it painful that it was actually in a collector's house wrapped in plastic? I mean, he should have had it hanging in his house at least, right? And we go to question 9.
All right, question number 9 is about countries. This country did not have a single war since 1815. Being a permanently neutral state, this country has the largest
Sobies.
Switzerland?
Yes. Permanently neutral country. And Sobies, you're gaining, and and you are behind by just 30 points. We'll see what happens with question 10.
By the way, one interesting thing about Switzerland, did you know that they had 4 official languages? That's kind of interesting. They speak German, French, Italian, and Romansh. So anyone going to Switzerland, you have a choice of languages. Cool. All right, moving on then to question number 10.
Yes.
All right, question number 10 is about titles. Although this film soared at the box office in 1997, according to a recent survey in the UK, its most memorable...
Sobies.
Titanic?
Yes, the famous line is, "I'm the king of the world." I can't see anyone doing this well. I'm the king of the world. Neither can anybody do. Nobody puts Baby in the Corner very well either. Dirty Dancing. Was Dirty Dancing a favorite movie of yours?
My sister's. I had to watch at least 4 or 5 times a week.
Ooh,
for a while.
too bad.
It was painful.
Oh, yeah.
Patrick Swayze or what is her name? Grey?
Jennifer Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which did you like least?
I don't know. Swayze I wasn't a big fan of Swayze, that's for sure.
Yeah, I really didn't like the song "I'm the Wind Through Your Tree." That was a really big OST in it. Anyway, we'll go to question 11.
All right, question number 11 is about organs. A team of U.S. researchers showed that controlling devices operated directly with this organ is a step closer to reality. 4 people, 2 of them partly paralyzed wheelchair users, successfully moved a computer cursor while wearing a cap.
Half and half.
Brain?
Yes. Wearing a cap with 64 electrodes. What a wonderful development, isn't it? And half, you are in the lead again. 340 versus Sobi's 310. Let's see what happens with 12.
All right, question number 12 is about animals. Scientists found that this animal in Australia has evolved to counter the threat of invasive poisonous cane toads. The toads were only introduced in the 1930s but have already overwhelmed Queensland with their rapid reproduction and toxic flesh, which kills many of these predators that are foolish enough to make them a meal.
Half and half.
Snake?
Yes. And we go to question 13.
All right, it's about space. This device spotted what may be the youngest galaxy ever seen in the universe.
Half and half.
Hubble.
Yes. It is the Hubble Space Telescope. We wanted you to get the rest of it, but Hubble Space Telescope, and it is named after Edwin Hubble. And half, well, you're doing a great job. Sobies, I encourage you to buzz in quickly. And let's have our next question.
All right, question number 14 is about companies. This company won the $306 million contract deal to build...
Half and half.
Samsung.
Yes. The Burj Tower in Dubai, and it will be, when it is built, taller than the 509-meter TFC 101 building in Taiwan. So it is the largest South Korean group or conglomerate. And we're down to our last question of the section, question number 15.
Sad but true, last question, number 15, is about persons. Recently, graphologists study the personal handwritings of different politicians, monarchs, and philosophers. According to the research, an analysis of the handwritings revealed that the 19th century writer Charles Dickens was arrogant, while this noted philosopher was a difficult person who liked to get his own way. This was an influential German economist and philosopher. Who is this?
Let's take a look at the hint. Half and half.
Karl Marx.
Yes. And with that, it was a very close game, Sobies. However, half and half, you get to go to the finals. Congratulations. Sobies, this is our last day of the year game. What do you want to say?
Happy New Year to everybody. And thanks for having us. It was fun.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It was a good time.
And good luck to these guys.
Thank you for joining us and closing out the year with us.
Thank you.
And half, you will be facing our new one-time winners from last week. How do you feel about this?
Feel pretty good.
Yeah, we're ready.
All right.
Bring it on.
We'll be right back after this with the Snatch and half teams. stage. Let's welcome back the Snatch team. Welcome back for our final day of the year game. Derek O'Rourke and Paul Sahota. This is your attempt at win number 2 in a row. How do you feel?
We feel good. It's great to be back here on this New Year's Eve day. And David, you look very sharp today. I'm very impressed. A vast improvement from last week.
Thank you very much. I think you owe me one from last week, and I appreciate that.
Cheers.
All right. Well, welcome back, Snatch, and good luck to you. Good luck to you as well. Half and half. Let's get on with our final end of the year game. In the final section of our quiz, we'll be giving you 5 categories of questions, 5 questions each, ranked in difficulty 10 to 50 points. You don't have to choose them in order, just get the previous question correct and you can choose. Now, what are today's categories?
All right, today's categories are music trivia, La Mer, Eureka, sports quotes, and news of 2004.
Yes, we'll go with music trivia, 10 points. This musician grew up in dire poverty in New Orleans, Louisiana, when jazz was still very young. More than a great trumpeter, he was a band leader, singer, soloist, film star, and comedian. With his great sensitivity, technique, and capacity to express emotion. Snatch.
Dizzy Gillespie.
Half and half. Your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. He not only ensured the survival of jazz, but led in its development into a fine art. His byname is Satchmo. Who is this leading trumpet player and one of the most influential? Half and half.
Louis Armstrong.
Yes. Known for What a Wonderful World. And half. You choose.
News of 2004 for 10.
News of 2004, 10 points.
Hello, Contenders. This is Song-hee from Herald Media. Adieu to the year of 2004. Thinking back, so many things happened this year that it's just too much to recount everything. What was your unforgettable or favorite news this year? Let's tackle today's questions while looking back at some of the big news of the year and the people who drew everybody's attention. Shall we start? If you were asked to choose the greatest star of 2004, who would come up in your mind first? In 2004, this person received more attention and spotlight in sports than any other athletes. Last July, she defeated the champion.
Half and half.
Tiger Woods.
Snatch, it's your chance to answer. She'll finish the question.
Serena Williams at the Wimbledon final and became the 3rd youngest person to win the championship in its 127-year history. Her great popularity came not only because she played excellent as a 17-year-old, but also because she has a great body figures of 178 centimeters and 51 kilograms that shine in the tennis court. Who is this?
Snatch, 5 seconds. Snatch.
We're not sure how to pronounce it. Valensikov.
Nope. We're actually half and half.
Anna Kournikova.
Snatch, 5 seconds. Snatch.
Savenka.
We're actually looking for Maria Sharapova. Now, why don't we go back to Eureka, 10 points. Something that all of us use regularly has its origin in a fierce rainstorm in 1564 that uprooted an immense tree in Borrowdale, England. In the cavity of the tree, they discovered a vast supply of pure graphite, which was thought at the time to be a form of lead. Snatch.
Pencil.
It's one of the popular tools of ephemeral writing, and its marks can be erased. You've tied the score, 10 points. Snatch, you get to choose.
Music trivia for 50 points, please.
Music trivia, 50 points. This musician was the most important force in re-establishing the guitar as a concert instrument in the 20th century, chiefly through demonstrating its expressive technical potential. He studied the piano and cello as a child, but could not be diverted from his interest in the guitar, which was held in low repute as an instrument that would fit only for playing in cafes at the time. Who is this Spanish musician acclaimed as the foremost guitarist of his time? Snatch.
Otmar Liepert.
Half and half, 5 seconds. Snatch.
Is it Segovia?
Yes, it is. Andre Segovia. And you get to choose.
Music trivia for 40 points, please.
Music trivia, 40 points. This opera will be put on a stage to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of the 2002 Korea-Japan World Cup at the Seoul World Cup Stadium. This performance will be directed by award-winning Chinese filmmaker Zhang Yimou. Set in ancient China, this opera is the story of a vengeful half and half.
Ida.
Snatch, your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. Vengeful princess who refuses to marry any man who cannot answer her 3 riddles. What is the title of this opera, one of Puccini's famous pieces? Snatch, snatch.
Is it Madame Butterfly?
The name of the princess is the name of the opera. Puccini. Half and half.
Turandot.
Yes. It's a very close game. Half and half, you are at 50. Snatch, you're in the lead with 60. And half and half, your choice.
News of 2004 for 20.
News of 2004 for 20 points.
The death of Yasser Arafat on November 11th is another important news of 2004. He spent his entire life fighting for the freedom of his country against Israel. As a guerrilla and a Fatah leader, he was regarded as a freedom fighter by supporters, but a terrorist or collaborator by opponents. He was the president of the Palestinian National Authority since 1993 and a co-winner of 1994 Nobel Peace Prize. Since 1969, he was the co-founder and chairman of the
Snatch.
PLO.
Yes, the Palestinian Liberation Organization. And Snatch, you get to choose.
Music trivia for 30, please.
Music trivia, 30 points. The earliest kind of this instrument was developed during the 16th century and frequently were made with 5 strings. They served mainly to reinforce the bass line in ensembles. Only during the 17th and 18th centuries, half and half.
Violin.
Snatch, your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. 17th and 18th centuries, did it replace the bass viola da gamba as a solo instrument? It has the proportionally deeper ribs and a shorter neck than the violin. What is this instrument with 4 strings? Snatch, 5 seconds. Snatch.
Cello.
Yes. Pablo Casals and Yo-Yo Ma are famous.
A beautiful instrument with a beautiful sound, very soothing, if I may describe the cello.
And Snatch, you get to choose.
We'll finish off music trivia for 20.
Closing the category music trivia, 20 points. This question is multiple choice. There are various forms in which classical music is played: orchestra, chamber music, trio, solo, etc. Of the following, what 3 instruments are used in a classical piano trio? 1. Piano, oboe, flute. 2. Piano, violin, cello. 3. Piano, violin, oboe. 4. Piano, violin, flute. Choose one. Half and half.
Piano, violin, cello.
Yes, you are correct. And what would you like to have next?
Eureka for 30, please.
Eureka, 30 points. One of the many legends surrounding the discovery of this is that of Khaldi, an Arabic goat herder who was puzzled by the queer and funny behaviors of his flock. Around AD 850, Khaldi supposedly ate some of the berries of the evergreen bush on which the goats were feeding on, and on experiencing a great sense of exhilaration, proclaimed his discovery to the world. It is consumed either hot or cold, Half and half.
Coffee.
Yes. 1/3 of the people of the world drink coffee, and in larger amounts than any other drink. And half, you are just 10 points behind Snatch's lead. You get to choose.
Eureka for 50.
Eureka, 50 points. This technological standard works by converting speech into digital information, which is then transmitted as a radio signal over a wireless network. Using a unique code to distinguish each different call enables many more people to share the airwaves at the same time. Created by Qualcomm, over 100 million people worldwide carry gadgets that make use of this. Snatch.
Broadband.
Half and half. Your chance to answer. I'll finish the question. That make use of this method for cellular phone communications. It is also the standard method of wireless communications here in Korea. What is half and half?
CDMA?
Yes, it is the code division multiple access. Interestingly, Korea was the first in the world to publicly use this standard in mobile telephone communications, and it is the #1 among worldwide cell phone standards. The blank 2001X, or CDMA 2000, model is developed especially for export. And half, you now have the lead. You get to choose.
Eureka for 40, please.
Eureka, 40 points. In 1974, a U.S. researcher named Art Fry found a use for this product that nobody thought would sell. In finding a new use for a glue that did not stick, he created a product that has developed or helped secretaries. Half and half.
Post-it.
Yes. By 1990, it was a top seller among office supplies. And you don't need thumbtacks or pins to stick up your notes anymore. And can you imagine life without Post-its?
Probably not. I use them every day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And half you get to choose.
Eureka 20.
Eureka, closing the category, 20 points. Chinese tradition credits Xi Xingxi, the 14-year-old bride of the Emperor Huangdi, with a discovery of the potential of the cocoon and the invention of the first this reel. This animal's Snatch.
Silk.
Yes. We also have the Silk Route connecting China and Persia. And yes, it was the first use of silk. The cocoon covering the insect had the fiber. The fiber was produced there. And Snatch, you're catching up, 130 versus half and half's lead of 190 points. You get to choose.
We'll take sports quotes for 50.
Sports quotes, 50 points.
And I quote, "Winning is not a sometime thing, it's an all-time thing. You don't win once in a while, you don't do things right once in a while, you do them right all the time. Winning is a habit. Unfortunately, so is losing," end quote. This quote's author was a coach in American professional football who became a national symbol.
Snatch.
Vince Lombardi.
Yes. He was the head coach of the previously moribund Green Bay Packers from 1959 to 1967. He led the team to 5 championships of the NFL. The trophy named after this person, or Lombardi, is the trophy awarded each year to the winning team of the National Football League's championship game, Super Bowl. And Snatch, you're just trailing by 10 points now, and you get to choose.
Sports quotes 40, please.
Sports quotes, 40 points.
This person said, "Olympism is the marriage of sport and culture." He competed in boxing and roller hockey from an early age, which helped him to initiate an international roller hockey championship in Barcelona in 1951. He joined the Spanish Olympic Committee in 1954, elected to the IOC in 1966.
Half and half.
Juan Samaranch.
Yes, Juan Antonio Samaranch. He was re-elected in 1996 after International Olympic Committees changed the rule in 1995 to bump membership age to the limit of 80. He was replaced by the Belgian Jacques Roguet in 2001. And half, you get to choose.
Let's go for news of 2004 at 30.
News of 2004 at 30 points.
According to recent news, politics dominate Merriam-Webster's top 10 word list with incumbent, electoral, insurgent, partisans, sovereignty, and defenestration among the top searches. And This word is now the most popular search word in the online version of the Merriam-Webster dictionary in this year. As for this, Merriam-Webster defines the noun as a website that contains an online personal
Half and half.
What is a blog? Or blog?
Yes. Last year's winning word was democracy. And half, you get to choose.
Let's go for sports quotes at 30.
Sports quotes, 30 points.
Once again, I quote, "Serious sport has nothing to do with fair play. It is bound up with hatred, jealousy, boastfulness, disregard of all rules, and sadistic pleasure in witnessing violence. In other words, it is war minus the shooting." End quote. This quote's author was the English novelist, essayist, and critic famous for his novels Animal Farm and 1984.
Snatch.
George Orwell.
Yes. And it's good to see you on the board. Snatch, you get to choose.
I'll go with News of 2004 for 50 points.
News of 2004, 50 points.
Early this month, the New York Times reported on the Shanghai newspaper that many portions of textbooks in Chinese schools are either omitted or distorted. By teaching distorted history of this ancient Korean country, China.
Half and half.
고구려.
Yes. So China has been distorting history by saying that it is part of its culture. However, it was a Korean country, an ancient Korean country, the Goguryeo. And this is one of Korea's 3 ancient kingdoms that existed for 700 years, which were ruled by 26 wise kings. All kings strove to better people's welfare and strengthen the military. So this is a point of pride for Korean culture, that Korean culture actually had Goguryeo in its past. And half, you get to choose.
Let's go with La Mer for 10.
La Mer, 10 points.
When the 3 main gods in Greek mythology divided the world, Zeus got the land, Hades took hold of the underworld.
Snatch.
Poseidon.
Yes. Poseidon was the husband of the earth or the lord of the earth. And Snatch, you to choose.
La Mer for 20, please.
La Mer, 20 points.
This is a multiple choice question, so each team only has 1 chance, okay? Of the following, which is not a sea that actually exists in the real world? 1, White Sea. 2, Black Sea. 3, Yellow Sea. 4, Blue Sea.
Snatch.
4, Blue Sea.
Yes. The White Sea is found in northwestern China, the White Sea in northwestern Russia, Black Sea, southeastern extremity of Europe, Yellow Sea between the Chinese and Korean peninsula, Chinese Hwanghae, or Korean Hwanghae. Yes. And Snatch.
La Mer for 30, please.
La Mer, 30 points.
That was a true battle of the buzzers, by the way. I saw those thumbs. Okay, La Mer for 30 points. On July 16, 1969, Neil Armstrong, along with Edwin E. Aldrin Jr. and Michael Collins, blasted off in the Apollo 11 vehicle toward the moon. 4 days later, at 4:18 p.m. U.S. Eastern Daylight Time, the Eagle lunar landing module, guided manually by Armstrong, touched down on a plain near the southwestern edge.
Snatch.
Sea of Tranquility.
Yes. Large, irregularly shaped lunar lowland plain. And it's a very close game. Snatch, 270, half and half. You're still in the lead with 310 points. Snatch, you get to choose.
La Mer, 40 points, please.
La Mer, 40 points.
This is the cradle of 2 of the great early civilizations, Crete and Greece, from which...
Snatch.
Mediterranean Sea.
Half and half. You're half and half.
The Aegean?
Yes. This sea, the Aegean Sea, also has an important natural feature of the Mediterranean region, possessing several unique characteristics that make it of considerable scientific interest. Located off of southeast Europe between Greece and Turkey, also called the Aegean Pelagos in Greek and Deniz in Turkish. And half and half. You choose.
Let's close up La Mer.
Closing the category of La Mer, 50 points.
The characters of this movie, Jacques and Enzo, are friends and rivals in the dangerous world of deep-sea diving. The main character, Jacques, feels an unusual...
Snatch.
The Big Blue.
Yes. Directed by Luc Besson, this famous movie of 1988, we would have also taken its French name, Le Grand Bleu. And Snatch, you're just 30 points behind. You get to choose.
Sports quotes for 10, please.
Sports quotes, 10 points.
American poet Walt Whitman said, and I...
Snatch.
Baseball.
Yes, that is correct. It's the great American game, and it derives its name from the 4 bases that form a diamond. And now, Snatch, you are at 330, half and half, 350. You get to choose.
Sports quotes for 20 points, please.
Our last question of the sports quote section, 20 points.
And once again, I quote, a good hockey player plays where the puck is. A great hockey player plays where the puck is going to be, end quote. The person who said this began skating at the age of 2 and...
Half and half.
Wayne Gretzky?
Yes. When he retired, he held or shared 61 National Hockey League records, and he is the great Canadian hockey or ice hockey legend. And once again, that was also an answer where we had the battle of the buzzers. We have just one question left on the board, however. News of 2004 for 40 points.
The year 2004 was another great year for Korean films. In February, director Kim Ki-duk won the Best Director's Award with his...
Half and half.
Cannes Film Festival.
Snatch, it's your chance to answer. She'll finish the question.
Film titled Samaria at the Berlin International Film Festival, and another one later at the Venice International Film Festival with a film titled Empty House. Last May, director Park Chan-wook grabbed his Grand Prix at the Cannes International Film Festival with this movie. This film was also chosen as the best foreign film at the 7th Annual British Independent Film Awards. What is this film?
Snatch, 5 seconds. Snatch.
Taegukgi.
Good try. The chance to answer is open to both teams now. We are looking half and half.
Old Boy.
Yes, it is the movie. Starring Choi Min-sik. And with that, half and half, you've won your first win. Congratulations.
Various prizes are awaiting our winning contenders. Your first win will take you on a trip to Jeju Island. Your second win to Japan. Your third win will take you to China. And on your fourth win, you'll win a trip to Southeast Asia. On your fifth win, a trip to Hawaii. Your sixth win, a trip to the United States. And on your seventh win, you'll take the grand prize of a tour of Europe. We hope many of you join us.
Snatch, you have a win already, so you do have tickets to Jeju Island. And this is the last day of the year, our last game of the year. What do you want to say?
Another very tight game down to the wire. It's been a lot of fun. We're happy to come back again, see you guys as well. And I want to say Happy New Year to our friends and family back home.
Thank you very much. And
Thank you. Happy New Year.
thank you for joining us today. And half, what a way to end a year. Congratulations. What do you want to say?
You know, the Snatch, you're a good team, you know. And we just like to thank our friends and family.
And all the people at ubelove.com. Thank you very much. They're our community. Thank you.
All right. Congratulations again on your first win. Thank you very much for joining us for our last game of this year. Thank you for all your support and love during the year 2004. We'll see you next year. Bye-bye.